But we already have a lot of scenario to do this, especially for this time for the AR5, IPCC AR5. All the scenario shows that anyway, the global CO2 emission had to peak before 2020. So we pick one of the scenario from the global scenario and come down to see what happened for China. So we use a little bit for the burden sharing indicator to show that anyway, China's CO2 emission had to peak before 2025. Then globally, we still have opportunity to do 2-degree target. But how to do that? We use our model to simulate what's the feasibility for China to peak CO2 emission before 2025. So we do one by one. For example, first one, we'll pick up what's the meaning for economic structure change. Based on our study, China's energy intensive industry already nearly go to the peak. So we believe in the coming several years, energy intensive industry in China will peak and start to a little bit decrease. Anyway, we are not increase anymore. And please remember, for last 10 years, energy intensive industry actually consume more than 70% of newly increased energy in China. And even by today, the energy intensive industry consume more than 50% of energy in China, even though their contribution to GDP is less than 10%. So if you look at this, they will reach the peak. That means the total energy system will change. The second part I want to mention about this energy efficiency in the industry, because the energy efficiency policy what we implemented in the 11th five-year plan, which is from year 2005 to year 2010, is I think it's perfect. So China will continue to do such kind of industry energy efficiency improvement. So basically, we hope by 2020 or 2030, energy efficiency in Chinese industry will be the leading country in the world. The number 3 I want to mention about come back to what happened for the building. We try to present a picture if the building sector want to reduce 80% of CO2 emission, how to do with that. We have a lot of options from technology, from building itself, how to make it high energy efficiency. So far, we're really excited with that. Actual situation is that technology in the building, they are moving faster than what we are doing in the model. So this is quite good news. That means that we have strong confidence than before for the CO2 emission reduction in the building in China. Next one I want to mention for the transport. Even though China is getting very rich, people want to have more cars. It's okay, by 2030 we may have more than 400 million vehicles, and most of them are cars. But if we push people to buy high energy efficiency car, electric car, in the meantime we try to use a lot of policy to control people to use car. For example, we just reduce the travel distance per year for a car to come down to less than 8,000 kilometers per year with high energy efficiency. So it's okay. We can control oil use for vehicles to be lower than something like 40 million ton per 100 million cars. So this is possible. So next one I want to mention about the power generation. Anyway, nowadays Chinese power generation is going to cleaner and cleaner. We are using more renewable energy and nuclear. It's quite promising. Maybe by 2030, the installed capacity for power generation could more than half come from the renewable energy and nuclear, together with some option for CCS. I think for this option also quite optimistic. And that means in conclusion, personally, I think if we do good job, put a lot of money on the low carbon things, we can do Chinese CO2 emission peak by 2025.